these held really well. I went to pick it up and another piece snapped off instead of snapping here or here. Hey guys, welcome back to Turnkey Projects. I just wanted to add on this little note on the beginning of the video, because I do mention this is for a different video. Turns out that video is probably going to run a whole lot longer than I thought it would. So I decided to go ahead and run this as a separate video so I can get it edited and get it out. It should be pretty quick. I should have it out either tonight or tomorrow. Just kind of let you see how much fun I had going down a rabbit hole. So stay tuned. The other video, I'm having memory issues on my computer, so as soon as I get those straightened out, I should be able to finish up editing and get that out here in the next few days as well. So keep an eye out for that one. It definitely got myself into something a little more than I thought I would. So thanks again for watching. You know, go ahead, like, subscribe. It's free. Feel free to watch the other videos on my channel. You should be able to link to them either off to the side or up, down, below, whatever you're watching. It's different. So, you know, go ahead, make any comments. You know, just keep them clean, like always. You know, like, subscribe, and God bless. Well, I appreciate it. Welcome back to Turnkey Projects. I started this off in another video on the Cadillac, and it kind of snowballed into what I've got here right now. The cars are kind of known for really kind of, well, GMs in general are pretty much known for crappy plastics. We all know this. It's no surprise. The dash pad pieces itself, the top piece and the front pieces, are two separate pieces on these DeVilles, and have a tendency to break two pieces, and this was no exception. I'll back the camera out here in just a second and show you. I've got multiple pieces, and I was going to go to the junkyard and go ahead and see if I could find one in one piece, and I got a little bit late, and I figured, well, I've got to go up to the shop, change oil on the big blue locks, and while I'm there, I'll dig out my plastic welder I bought it at an auction. You know, the cheap little Harbor Freight unit. I bought it at an auction. Everything was still in the box. And I figure I'll give it a try. I can't do any more harm to it than it already has. And if it doesn't work, I'll go ahead and get one at the junkyard next weekend, and just drive the truck all week. And went into it a little bit skeptical, and it's actually not a bad little unit once you start getting the hang of it. I had two pieces that were busted completely out. And, well, they weren't completely busted out. One was completely separated, one was almost completely broken off. But I got in here, and if you look on this side, you can kind of see all my boogered up welds. And I was trying the different rods to see what worked. And on this type of plastic, it seems like the green sticks seem to work. I was able to seam that back together. This side was completely broken loose, just like this piece here. And it's pretty solid on there now. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to flip it over on both sides. This side was just hanging on right back here. It was completely broken out right here. In the kit, in the welding rods that you can get at Harbor Freight, it's going to be a package like this, little saran wrap type package.
You've got a green, a white, and a gray. And it seems like the green ones work a little bit better. I haven't played with it long enough, but like I said, these things break in several pieces. That's one piece, that's another piece. I've got another piece right over here by the tripod. And I'm missing several other pieces. I guess I didn't grab all of them like I thought I did to bring them up here. But it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to piece some of it back together. You know, I may not have the car much longer. I don't know. I may keep it for another 10 years. You never know. But I like my stuff to be right. So, you know, getting in here, it'll work as a temporary until I have the time, and maybe when the weather gets nicer, to go ahead and get one from the salvage yard. So let me flip this over. I've got the oil draining on the big blue ox right now. So we'll flip this in here. And let me see how I'm looking here. Kind of see the back side. This is the one that was just barely hanging on. See if I can get you better. I don't know if you can see this crack right along here. And this is the side that was completely, well, this is the side that was barely hanging on. No. It was right the first time. This is the side that was completely broken loose. You can see the line right here and right here. I'm going to go ahead and try heating all this up and welding it with the other rods and see how it works. And have you guys along for the ride. Maybe it's something you want to try on your own stuff. You know, if you guys are building older cars like me, this may actually come out handy. So, it tells you to start off. You got your little temperature settings right here. It tells you to start it off in 0 and kind of work up till you figure out what you need. I'm getting my best result right around 3.5. So there's going to be some noise, so if you have your volume turned up, you might want to turn it down. Go ahead and turn this on. Like I said, I'm still getting used to this too. So if any of you guys know how to do this and can tell me what I'm doing wrong, just mention it in the comments below. for a minute and we'll come back and take a look. Go off a couple minutes and it's actually looking pretty good. It's got a good strength to it. So whether it holds up after, we don't know yet. So I'm gonna work on this a little bit more. Like I said, I am missing some pieces to it. The big piece that was sitting over here by the tripod, that one I'm actually missing multiple pieces to that. I don't have anything that looks like it actually attaches to it. I have a couple spots that I can weld up on this to give it some extra strength. But I don't know how much more I'm going to be able to do on that. I do have a piece over here that goes over and attaches onto the light switch housing side of it. I'll go ahead and see if I can tack that on, and we'll come back and take a look after I'm done. I do have a good thing to report. Well, good and bad. This is a little too far gone. I may try it again at another time, but I'm missing way too many pieces right now, and I really don't have the time to really get in, and I don't have the tools or fixtures to hold pieces together right now, being that they're so brittle. Like I said, at another time, maybe I'll get in here and attempt to fix this if I can't find another gray dash. But right now, the good part is these held really well. I went to pick it up, and another piece snapped off instead of snapping here or here. So those are actually holding pretty well. So, you know, the price I paid for this thing at the auction, and it was still brand new in the box, never even used. The only thing I can think of wrong with it is it had two of the same tips in it, and instead of just sending the person another tip, they defected it out. Thing works great. It's a great little tool. I got it for a lot less than what you'd buy it for at Harbor Freight. But the thing does work. You know, just take your time. I learned if you go out about an inch or so with the heat. Where'd I put that little plastic rod? Well, I can't find the green one I was using, but if you hold the heat about an inch out and then just run this along, it seems to make your best seam on there and get your best adhesion. I just didn't have enough hands to do some of the other pieces. The other part over here actually came out pretty decently. Like I said, I couldn't really hold it in place that well, so you know, it's not a perfect alignment in it, but it's holding. So if you guys have any heavy plastic to do, I know some of the hot rodding guys, you know, you want to clean up the wheel wells on some of these 70s and 80s cars, and they're plastic most of the time. You know, you could cut it off, get yourself another piece of the plastic, and you could probably use this to weld it in, sand it down, and flush it out. So that's kind of a review slash video. So I may continue this one with the dashboard replacement since it's kind of short. I'll figure it out here in the next day or two, and we'll go from there. Thanks, guys. Thanks again for watching.